Sitting right behind me is the brand new Lotus Amira. And it is quite possibly, and by quite possibly I mean it is, the most underrated vehicle on the face of the earth. Come check it out. The Amira is, in its essence, Lotus's phoenix. It is their rise from the ashes back into both the enthusiast and even common consumer marketplace. The Amira is the last combustion engine platform for Lotus. After this, there are no new models coming out with any form of gas-powered engine, and that's because Lotus is going all electric. But they are going out with an absolute bang because, as you'll see throughout the course of this video, the Amira is a phenomenal car. The Amira carries on Lotus's extremely unique exotic styling that's been apparent on every single production model, from the Elise to Exceeds to Evora, Evora GT, and then now, of course, the Amira with its new, even more exotic styling. I've had about 2 days with this car, and every single time that I stop, not a single person has gone, oh, is that a Lotus Amira? No, I've had 2 people ask me if it was a McLaren, 1 person ask if it was a Ferrari, 1 person come up and go, and fumble their words because they were so starstruck at how gorgeous the Amira was, and another person stand about 100 feet away with their jaw dropped, just like that, because they were yet again in awe of how gorgeous the Amira is. To the common eye, you cannot identify what this vehicle is, and it gives a really cool factor to owning an Amira. So how much does this exotic attention-grabbing machine cost? Well, it starts at $105,000 MSRP, and that's pretty much already fully loaded, but it can go up to around $111,000. That's if you want things like an Alcantara steering wheel or the Black Pack, which gives you black accents all across the car. You are getting the looks of vehicles that are 2, 3, even 4 times the price of an Amira for a fraction of the cost. It is a damn good deal. The front end of the Amira is beautifully aggressive. As you see on the front bumper, you have venting running all across it, which not only looks good, but is actually functional. It helps with cooling. And looking at your hood, you have these super aggressive V-style vents, and those are actually taken from the $1 million Lotus Evija. You have the same style of hood on a car that's 1/10 of the price. It's another little cool factor that you get with the Lotus Amira. On your quarter panel, you have a massive side duct to help with both engine and brake cooling. And talking about brakes, you have a big brake kit across the entire car. Of course, 6 pistons in the front and 4 pistons in the rear, and those are paired with a set of drilled rotors. And then right in front of that, you have these brand new 20-inch wheels from Lotus that I genuinely think are some of the best looking OEM wheels on the market right now. These look really, really nice. Now, the rear end is by far my favorite part. It is so aggressive, so exotic with its dual side ducts and new aggressive taillight styling, its dual exit exhaust and diffuser underneath that, and the meshing all around it not only looks incredible, but it's actually opaque enough to the point where you can see in and see the little mechanical hardware behind it. It gives it this awesome kind of exotic track car styling. It's kind of like a Super Trofeo rear end put on a Lotus. It looks so good. Now it's time to get to the fun stuff. Under, well, the trunk of the Amira, you have its 3.5 liter V6, which is a Toyota manufactured engine, quite literally taken straight out of a TRD Camry and put in the Amira. And then Lotus took a ginormous supercharger and just smacked it on the top of it, and that allows it to make right around 400 horsepower. And in today's day and age, that might not seem like a lot, but I want you to remember something. Lotus is a brand that is focused on creating a car with an incredible driving experience. They're not Dodge. They don't just throw horsepower at a car to say, oh, we have a high number. No, they are here to create a car that handles impeccably, that you can take to a track day and beat up. And you can do that with this because, again, it's a Toyota engine. You have a massive amount of reliability in here. You can beat the piss out of this engine track day after track day and really have absolutely no issue. And I want you to remember that the Amira only weighs 3,100 pounds. It's not a boat that a Hellcat would be, where you need 800 horsepower for it to be mediocrely fun. The 400 horsepower that this supercharged V6 produces is more than enough to have a blast in this awesome car. Hopping inside of the Amira, you are going to notice a ginormous upgrade from pretty much any interior Lotus has ever created. They are notorious for having interiors where it's pretty much just a radio and air conditioning controls, nothing more. But as time went on and they noticed that even their enthusiast customer expected more, they decided to make a change, and thus we have the new and improved Amira's interior. And that interior upgrade was much needed. It is finally a comfortable interior in a Lotus, something you could daily drive. You have leather covering the entire car, including its bucket seats that look really nice, and you can choose the color of that leather whenever you spec out your own Amira. You have a new digital display up front, a new infotainment display with things like Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and even a lap timer, which is a cool little niche feature of the infotainment display on the Amira. You have a KEF audio system that sounds really nice. You have a new flat bottom and kind of flat top wheel, which is really thick and feels really nice, with buttons to control your infotainment and some other stuff on the dash. And of course, if you look in the center, it is a Lotus. You have a 6-speed manual transmission. I mean, it wouldn't be a Lotus without a 6-speed. A fun little fact, over 80% of the deposits put down for the Amira were for the 6-speed manual transmission. This is an enthusiast car, and that is exactly who they are selling to. And another cool fact about this manual transmission is if you look right beneath it, you're gonna see meshing, and right behind that, you can actually see the physical shifter linkage move whenever you shift your Amira. It's a super cool niche feature found on the Amira that you can't find on practically any other car on the face of the earth. That about sums it up for our brief review on the new Lotus Amira. Now what I want you guys to do is take a step back, pause, and think about everything that I just told you, that you saw and learned about the Amira, and try to tell me that at $105,000, this is not the most underrated vehicle on the face of the earth right now. Just as a reminder, we are still taking deposits on the Amira, so if you want to customize your own spec, feel free to send us a message and we would be glad to help you out with that. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment what your favorite part of the Amira was, and we'll see you guys in the next video.